Hey guys, hope you're all having an awesome day. So we're going to do a check-in and see kind of what's going on message-wise with the energy and things we need to know for the next few days. So when I'm recording this, it is Tuesday. So I would say like between Tuesday and Friday, what I'm getting is energetic shifts and changes that are coming and things of that nature. They're showing me solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, and a little bit of the crown. So what I'm getting is divinely guided events and triggers that are happening to help you with seeing your self-sabotaging behaviors where you're lacking confidence or where you're not standing in your power and your truth. And these situations are going to help people who are having issues with communicating their feelings and emotions with actually doing it. So I'm getting not everybody is working on throat chakra. It's probably like maybe a third of you watching it who are working on throat chakra, and it's for the people who have a hard time saying how they feel and what they mean. And Spirit is reminding me to say this is just because you are the loud, and I say it in quotes, the loud one who kind of just says how you feel like that does not mean that this excludes you, because a lot of times those people are the people who have deep feelings and emotions that they don't share, and they don't share their wants and their desires and their needs. And people don't really think that they don't. People just think they're blunt and honest because they're blunt and honest, and they don't actually share like their really deep emotions and feelings. So Spirit's like, we see you, we're talking about you too. And it's also working on putting your walls down. So I'm getting there are going to be some towers, or there is going to be certain events and people that are going to be triggering areas in you where especially you're self-sabotaging when it comes to yourself, but also when it comes to your own happiness. So where you're thinking I'm getting a lot of it is unconscious, subconscious patterns and thinking, where you're thinking and doing all these things and saying all these thoughts, right? Like the inner child saying all these thoughts to kind of sabotage, like, well, maybe this person doesn't care about you because they're not doing this, and so did this to you and they didn't care, see? And like sabotaging you in that way, rather than just saying like, one, that's a different person. Hey, let me clarify and actually ask this person what's going on. How are they feeling? Things of that nature. So there's a lot going on with that. And they're trying to help you see where you're sabotaging and you're pushing away, or you're avoiding, or you're anxiously attaching, instead of doing things in a healthy manner. And they're saying like, there's no reason to feel like guilt or shame about this, feel bad about this, like we all do it. It's more so just to bring it to your awareness to help you with healing it and to change your behaviors so you can feel happier and calmer and more fulfilled, and you can stand in your power and ask the questions and get clarity. And I've been through this too, so trust me when I tell you, I know. All right, let's see what cards we're getting. Wow, they just fell out. Okay. Yeah, one more. That one just flew out. Interesting. So we have Ten of Raphael on the bottom, and when I did the tarot reading the other day, we actually had this come out. This is the happily ever after card. This is like the relationships. This is like happily ever after, like internal happiness, like wish fulfillment, like all of that. Love and blessings fill your life. So surrounding that, this is what the reading is surrounding. They're saying this is like having that family, the relationship, the happy home, like the feeling of happiness within yourself and stuff. That's like what this is about. So we have Six of Ariel, Four of Raphael. This feels very much like the message I said, where it's like the self-sabotaging, like the inner child or the ego will try and say certain things to you as a way to sabotage things because you're scared of actually receiving happiness and stuff. It's almost like an insecurity that what if this person, it seems more so people oriented. So I'm just going to say people oriented, but obviously, take the message as it resonates for you. If it resonates, you can apply to your personal relationship. If you're in a romantic relationship, to friendships, to family, to yourself, like it can really apply to any type of relationship. Or situation. It's just an energy I'm getting. So I'm just going to give it to you what I'm getting. It's like somebody who, maybe has somebody show up for them, right? Who actually is interested in them, actually is emotionally available, like shows up in the way they need, all of this stuff. And it's like, you're not seeing something clearly, like there might be something that seems like it's missing, or something that is like you're just unclear on, and it makes you a little bit like nervous or scared, and that's like where the thoughts start going, right? But it's like you're not seeing something clearly. And if you notice in these two cards, right, and this is feminine energy, so you could be a woman or you could just be feminine energy, or your feminine energy is doing this. It's like, look, the fruits and the trigger behind her, and it says about things getting fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways, right? And this one is, look, in this, where it's like she's sitting here and like thinking about stuff, and he's coming in. So it's like two cards, and it's a 10 added up together, is like something is going on behind the scenes, something is going on that you are not seeing, right? And so it's like, where are your emotions? Like, where are your thoughts at with this situation? Because a lot of times it comes in a very probably calm, different, unexpected way, and it's almost just like that in itself is a trigger for some people, because you're so used to the chaos, you're so used to like the runner chaser, you're so used to this confusion energy. So when it comes in a very calm, subtle way, it's almost scary. And it almost is just like, what is this? Like, I don't understand. And there's something you're not seeing clearly, but what I'm getting from Spirit is you're intentionally not seeing it clearly right now, because they're helping you pull up those sabotaging thoughts and those feelings to help you bring awareness to it, to heal it. And a lot of you, this is involving another person. Again, it could be if you're already in a relationship or if you're getting into a relationship, helping you see something that you weren't seeing before. And helping you to ask the questions and clarify instead of making assumptions. And they're really big on that. Ask questions instead of making assumptions. That feels a little irrelevant to this, but it's something somebody needs to hear, where you're like constantly wondering, questioning, assuming certain things, and Spirit's like, you need to just ask for clarity, okay? But something is going to happen that is something you're not expecting, and definitely something that you're not seeing. So we have change your life and epiphany. I didn't even look at the cards when I pulled them. I just kind of channeling. Wow. So yeah, this is very much along the same message. This is changing your perspective and seeing things in a different way. And this is what it feels like Spirit is guiding you to right now. That's what I was talking about in the beginning, like divinely guided people and situations right now to help trigger you to see things from a different perspective, to see where you're sabotaging, to see where those unconscious and subconscious thoughts are coming in that are actually blocking you, that are running, that are avoiding, right? Or that are anxiously attaching. Like, Spirit is helping you with that. And it's like you're changing your perspective, and then the epiphanies are going to come in. The clarity is going to come in. The answers are going to come in. But this is kind of like, it feels like it's trickling in over the next like few days. Like some of you might already have like bits and pieces of this right now, but it feels like for most of you, it's going to fully like open up your awareness in the next like 1 to 2 weeks from when you're watching this, not when I'm recording this. So whoever needs this, if you're watching this in 4 to 6 months from now, or you're watching this in 2 to 3 weeks from now, it's going to be from whenever you see it. But don't hold on to time frames anyway, because it's a general reading, and certain things can change for one person versus another person, and obviously take the message if it resonates only anyway. But yeah, it feels like just a huge shift in perspective, a huge change in that, and it's going to bring you a lot of clarity and a lot of understanding. And it feels like a lot of the shit you've been going through for the last year or so, or even the last few months for some of you, is like, you're going to start getting answers and understanding this. Damn. Okay, we got 2 of Raphael and Knight of Ariel. Like, look at this. We keep getting so much love stuff coming up. This is 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits. Don't give up on those you love, right? The Knight of Ariel, I mean, it has multiple meanings, but like, this is somebody coming in the 3D world. This is not like a fantasy. This is like a reality of like 2 hearts connecting. And it definitely feels like a kindred spirits. It says it on there, but like a soulmate connection. It feels like this soulmate energy, that it feels like this very calm energy, almost like this friendly energy. It feels a lot for singles, but for some of you in relationships, this can apply to you in a shift in your relationship. If your relationship is not like abusive toxic. They're very specifically saying not for abusive toxic relationships. They're saying like people, I mean, everybody has their problems. Everybody has arguments and fights, right? They're not talking about that. They're saying people where there's like abuse going on or cheating or like that type of crap. Not for you. This message is definitely not for you. And I'm not saying that rude. I'm just expressing that because I don't want people to be like, oh, well, it's going to get better and stuff. If you're in an unhealthy relationship, it's most likely not going to get better. It's, I don't know who needs to hear this. It's choosing you, choosing yourself first. And I'm hearing like that, well, I have a kid with them. Doesn't matter if you have a kid with them. You need to choose yourself first. Like you need to always choose yourself first because your child, if you're in a relationship with somebody, is still affected. Even if they're small, the energy still affects that child, whether they're younger or older, it doesn't matter. So anyway, let me go back, PSA, let me go back to this. So yeah, it feels like two friends or two people who have a very friendly vibe, somehow connecting. It almost feels like spirit is blocking this energetic connection right now because they're trying to help you see something from a human perspective. But it definitely feels like somebody who is very stable, who's grounded, who is somebody trustworthy. They definitely admire you. They look out for you. They want to protect you. They want to watch over you. But it does feel like maybe they're a little scared to get in a relationship. I don't get that king energy where they're like wanting to rush in. It feels like they want to go in really slow and they feel like they're in the knight energy right now. Like they're not in their own king energy. It's almost like prince, princess energy, but they're not fully ready for, not because they're not ready for a commitment. There's still a little uncertainty with your connection. Like they're trying to figure out, or you're trying to figure out, or you're both trying to figure out. But it feels very new. It feels like a new start. If you're in a relationship, it also could just signify a new cycle. But for a lot of you, it feels like if you're single and you've been single for a little while, it's like a new connection or somebody that you've been friends with that you're having some type of feelings for. But it feels like a very soft, very friend energy. Somebody that you're going to learn from. And there's just like this, it almost feels like this instant safety and trust with them without an explanation to it. I love this. Okay. What I'm getting is there's still, after spirit kind of lifts this, because it almost feels like spirit's somehow blocking you from feeling this energy right now. And they're like literally laughing right now as I say that. They're somehow blocking this energy for some reason because they're trying to help you see something like that. If you feel this instantly, you're not going to learn what you need to learn. So, okay, if that's for you, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, it feels like once that actually shifts and once you learn what you need to learn and your perspective gets changed and things like that, and you kind of have this like epiphany and clarity and all these type of things, they're saying like they're trying to help people get in touch with their emotions too. This is going to rush in and it's going to be something really excited where you tell your friends, like you celebrate, like you're going to be so excited, like, oh my God, my relationship is awesome. Like, I can't believe like that I've settled for, shitty relationships, things like that. But for some of you, it also feels just like some type of happy announcement in your relationship. So if you're married or you've been in a long-term relationship, this might be an engagement or this might be pregnancy within the relationship also. So I'm kind of getting mixed like messages for different groups. But it feels like once this kind of takes place, something else, it feels like something's going to rush in, but it doesn't feel relationship wise. It almost feels like this energy of like empowerment and abundance. Like you're going to be driven toward your passions, and somehow this is related to giving you motivation to move forward with like certain things in your life. It's almost like, well, I've got this like under the belt and now I'm about to go boss the fuck up type energy. So that's really cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. 10, just see it again. 10 of Raphael. We know I love. Okay. Love. And they're showing me the projections card on the bottom. A lot of mirroring going on. So if you're feeling, I just got so dizzy. If you are feeling a certain way about somebody, they're saying you can also take a second to reflect on your own personal feelings and own belief system around what you're seeing with the other person. Like they're saying you focus. A lot of people are focusing too much on other people, whether you're in a relationship or it's an ex or it's friends or just people like you're seeing on social media. Like it's not about them, it's about you. So if there's something triggering you or there's some judgment you're giving to them, that is something within you also need to reflect on, because where is it that you're focusing on you, or why are you not focusing on you, and why are you focusing on them so much? Because their life is out of your hands. Their emotions, their behaviors, their situation is not your business at all. So they're basically saying is, where are you paying attention to people outside of you where you're not wanting to look at your own internal stuff? Because if you're judging other people for things, that's something that you're judging yourself for, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. Ooh, they're strong today. I like it. I like it, I like it, I like it. Oof, that just flew the fuck out. We have a lot of red cards today. Damn. We got crater on the bottom. I love this. Solar plexus. Boom, boom. Okay. We got tons of red cards. Seriously. Okay. You guys are, even though it doesn't feel like it, you are actually in a breakthrough right now. They're saying like, this is pretty current from when you're watching this. If you're watching, there's literally very, very specifically and strongly saying, if you were guided to watch this video, this message is for you, okay? You are in a breakthrough right now, even though it does not feel that way. You are breaking free of past life shit. You are breaking free of family toxicity and patterns and karmic cycles and like all kinds of stuff. And they're saying, even though it does not feel that way, you are in this breakthrough energy. Even if it feels like you went backwards, even if it feels like you're lost, even if you feel stuck, you are very much in the middle of a breakthrough. And that is why, because you're experiencing all different types of things right now. And we got the experiencing card. You're experiencing all different types of things right now. And there's something that you are learning from this breakthrough. There is something that like cycles ending and like really like deep shit that's coming up. So you might be feeling really emotional. Some of you might be feeling really disconnected. You might be feeling completely confused, completely lost, because you are literally in the middle of this. And there is a reason for that. Okay, we got playfulness and outsider. I love this because look at the children and childlike magic. Some of you guys I'm getting are so lost and you're like, I have no idea what to do. Like no idea what to do. There's like a lot of like sadness, depression, anxiety, fear, like all kinds of energy is what I'm getting. Okay, there's something you are not seeing. There is something, this is the very first message, right? There is something that you are not seeing clearly. But what Spirit's saying is we are doing something to help you and we are guiding you. But they want you to have more fun. They want you to be yourself and embrace your inner child. So what is it that you can do? You can feel sad and all this shit that you are feeling, and you should feel it, and it's perfectly normal to feel it. It's healthy as fuck to feel these ways. But what can you do to have more fun with yourself? What can you do that's going to bring you excitement, that's going to bring you some type of fulfillment and happiness, okay? They want you to go have more fun and do it. Okay, we got exhaustion and thunderbolt, which is what I was talking about earlier, the tower moments. So some of you guys are probably feeling pretty fucking exhausted. It feels like this has been an ongoing cycle. It's been going on forever. It's like tower, tower, tower. Some of you have kind of had a break from towers and they're coming back and you're like, oh shit, what is this? Some of you, the towers feel very different and new than they have in the past. So it's it's like a little more than you're used to dealing with, or a little different. So it's not as easy for you to probably cope with it and deal with it. But I'm also getting some of you are just so tired, like literally physically exhausted. There is a lot of energy going on. There is a lot of shifting individually and in the collective. If you're feeling exhausted, take a fucking break. If you need a vacation, take a goddamn vacation. Like, what do you need to do for you? Like, your responsibility is taking care of you, and that's it. For the people who are overworking and stressing themselves out, you need to stop. That is very direct from Spirit. Take some fucking time off and take care of yourself. What is going to happen if you overwork yourself? You're going to get sick. It's not going to feel good. You're going to feel even more tired and more tired and more tired. And for people who are like, but I have a job to do, but I have kids to take care of, but I have a spouse and blah, 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 blah. Take care of you. That's it. There's no fucking excuse. You make choices. If you're sick and you have the flu and you're laying in bed, guess what? You can't do shit, right? So what's going on in those days? What would you be doing in those circumstances? How would work be taken care of? How would your kids? How would your spouse? Etc. How would all that be taken care of? It wouldn't. So pretend like you're fucking sick and take care of yourself. Like you deserve it. Like you need to get into that mentality of, if I'm not feeling okay right now, then I need to take care of me. Like really fucking strong. They're seriously strong about this. There is nothing wrong with taking care of you. It is not selfish to take care of yourself. Some of you learned that. Okay. They want me to hold the 3 up together. So we got the exhaustion, the thunderbolt, and morality. This is, I told you guys this in the beginning, something you're not seeing clearly. Look at this. You literally have the blinders on and it's handcuffed. There is something heavy as fuck with this situation. There is something that you are not seeing, that it's like all those thoughts, all the stuff I said in the beginning, those thoughts, those self-sabotaging thoughts, all of that stuff. All of this is coming about right now. All of this energy is coming about right now to clear out. And look at what we got as the last one for this. Completion. All of those puzzle pieces, I've been talking about this for days now. The last reading I got, I was like, there's puzzle pieces coming in. And we got the Change Your Life and Epiphany card where I said you're going to start having the epiphanies. That type of stuff's coming in. This is the completion. This is the final puzzle pieces. This is like the end of a really long cycle, and you're starting to get those puzzle pieces, and this will come to a completion soon. So all of this heaviness and all of these things that are going on right now or have been going on is to help you with this breakthrough and to help you understand, grow, mature. And a lot of you, this has, something very specifically to do with your life path, something you're going to be doing to help others. Hold on, drop the card. I don't want to leave it on the ground, because I will literally forget about it. Okay. We got 2 more decks. All right. Let me see. What other messages do you have for us? No. Wow. Sacral chakra is on the bottom. And I specifically get some of you guys are working through fears right now. Definitely fears with intimacy is coming up. And I don't just mean sexual, I mean intimacy in general. Like putting your walls down and letting people in. We got the well and disconnect. Oh my God. Yeah. Okay. This is basically what I said in the beginning, whereas like you're coming into basically this shadow self, where you're coming into those self-sabotaging thoughts, those feelings, and all of those things. Disconnect. What I get from this, especially pair with this, is, and it specifically said is detached from the 3D world. This is you not seeing something in front of you, this illusion that's in front of you for a reason, because you are doing the shadow work. This is very intentional, okay? You have supreme protection and earthly shifts. I love this. Open heart, safety, destined life events and end of cycles, positive changes, rejuvenation. Guys, come on. What did I tell you? I said divinely guided events are coming in to help you with changing your perspective. Like these just feel like very validating cards for what I said earlier. Like all of this stuff is coming out. Okay, hold on. We're doing it like this. Okay. Yep. Here we go. We got 1111, Archangel Michael, and Mirage. Oh, hold on. Okay. Overthinking, co-create, manifestation. Archangel Michael, protection, release, God sent divine love, and we got Mirage, masked emotions, illusions, deception, and change. There is something, again, with the illusions, you are not seeing clearly. What I'm getting though, even though the cards say one thing, I'll tell you what I get. What I'm getting is a lot of you guys are getting angel numbers, angel messages, angel signs, and you are having divinely guided messages come in, divinely guided people and situations coming in to help you. There is definitely some type of divine love being sent for you guys. Like I've already gotten that multiple times in the last few weeks, but it also feels like they want you to know that we are with you and you are protected and safe always, even if it feels like we're not there. Like they're behind the scenes doing stuff. All you need to do is ask if you need a sign or something for them. And there is a lot of illusions. There are things going on behind the scenes you are not seeing clearly because it is intentional. We got Archangel Gabriel and heart chakra. I love this. Celebration, good news is on the way. Unconditional love, forgiveness, acceptance. And so for some of you guys, and especially with Archangel Gabriel, a lot of times this is, to me, she is the archangel that connects to humans and gives humans messages. And she's come through, can be a masculine or feminine energy. She comes through as feminine for me. But this is definitely something to do with messages and guidance, especially with the archangels, to help you with opening your heart chakra, to help you with putting your walls down for unconditional love for yourself and other people. And it feels like a huge collective shift in the unconditional love energy, but it also feels like an internal shift for some of you guys as well. It's like there's a big collective like shift right now going on where it's like to help people with getting out of the jealousy, the judgment, like all of that stuff, and seeing the reflection of themselves and realizing we're all connected, you know, to source, whatever source you want to believe in. We're all connected to the same source. We all come from the same source. We're all connected to the same source. We might have different beliefs on what that is, but you know, is just what it is, what it is. So, but I get that a lot of you guys are learning how to put your walls down and learning how to really get into your love for yourself and other people. So did that mean to come out? Okay, I guess that meant to come out. Soul power is on the bottom. I've never pulled that card. They don't want me to read it too. They don't want me to read it though. I feel like the energy shifted a few minutes ago and I can't fucking talk. Okay, we got study. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it is important to go back and learn, whether that is learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. And this definitely feels like what we've been talking about this entire time, is learning different ways to think, to process, to understand. We got listen. You have to be willing to listen if you really want to understand someone. Now is not the time to be offering advice, but to be a compassionate listener. To listen fully and intently means to pay attention, not to just what is being said, but to what lies beneath the words. And it feels like for some of you guys, this is having to do with communication with others, for yourself and for others. We got animal kingdom. Animals of all types are extraordinary creatures and miraculous gifts to us. They've been our spiritual companions since the dawn of time. At this moment, they have lessons to share with you that will open your heart and soul. I'm serious. I'm telling you. A lot of people are like working on connecting to their soul and their heart center. But I also am getting, for some of you, you're definitely, and it might be butterflies because I'm seeing butterflies in all of these. You might be getting messages through animal signs. So in your dreams or in person or through emojis or seeing them online, you might be getting them. Yeah. And if you're seeing butterflies, a lot of times butterflies are like spiritual connection, like connection from like your spirit team or your ancestors. And sometimes they're also about like transformation or just, hey, like, by the way, we're here. We're letting you know we're here. So I went to a butterfly garden yesterday. I freaking love butterflies. Oh my God, it was freaking magical as shit. Super magical. I saw this blue butterfly. I'm like obsessed with this blue butterfly. I forgot what it's called, but it's like shiny, like holographic, like bright blue. Okay. Lost. Okay. The answer you're looking for is yes. Okay. You are a spiritual being of love and light. Take care of your body and exercise. It will boost your mood and will give you energy. Life is great, isn't it? Embrace all of the amazing things in your life. And I'm getting, for some of you guys, especially people who are going through a hard time, gratitude is going to help you. There are things to be grateful for, even when we don't have exactly what we want or our life doesn't look ideal to, you know, what it is we desire. It does not mean that we don't have beautiful people and situations and things that we can be grateful for, okay? Life, we can be grateful for being alive. Release your stress, relax your shoulders, shake your body and wiggle. Things are okay. Remind yourself that everything happens for a reason. And right underneath that card, we have everything is working out for you, even if it does not feel that way. Have faith and patience, because there is stuff going on behind the scenes you guys don't know about. Go outside and look around what you see and hear. Appreciate the beauty in the simple things Mother Nature offers you. That was right below the other card. Pick up a book you've been wanting to read and enjoy your time reading it. And are you needing to change things in your life that make you unhappy? Write a list of changes you want to make and start taking charge. And a lot of that has to do with shifting your perspective on things. So anyway, I hope this reading helped you guys. If you want to book a private reading, you can shoot me a message on Gaia Spiritual Healing on Instagram or Facebook. And we can do it through a video chat, or if you're local, we can do it in person in the store. So anyway, I hope you guys all have an awesome day, and I'm wishing you so much love and light.